Hey everybody, it's Tim again, and today I've gotten for you something I've been waiting for very patiently for the past few weeks. I was very surprised to see that Todd McFarlane Toys came out with the DC Multiverse Dark Knight trilogy. Of course, that was by Christopher Nolan. Began with Batman Begins, and then The Dark Knight, and then The Dark Knight Rises. And we have characters from each one of those films to make up four figures in this assortment. Let's go with the 360 to start. Of course, starting here, sorry for all the reflection, but that is Heath's legendary performance in the guise of the Joker. Of course, we have a Batman from this assortment. We have Two-Face Harvey Dent. And we have the Scarecrow, and then, of course, Batman, played by Christian Bale. So the really cool part about this is that we have a Build-A-Figure component involved with this release. So it's about $25. I haven't seen any of these at brick and mortar yet, but you can get them online a lot of places. I only ordered a couple of figures to start with, and the Joker arrived first, which is perfectly fine with me because I am so impressed with this. Now, again, once you build this together, you're going to get the Bane, Tom Hardy's Bane. It'll be interesting to see how much bigger he might be than the Joker. But I have to say, to start with, for this one being the first figure that I've seen in person, I am very, very excited with what I see. And here's a little close-up of the Heath Ledger figure in package, and then you have the Tom Hardy head and the hands, 3 sets of hands for this. You have a stack of cash that comes with the Joker figure, as well as a stand, as well as a card. So let's get rid of this reflection business. You know that I'm an opener, so I like to get this stuff out of the package to give you a better look. So just give me a minute, and we'll come back with the unpackaged version of DC's Multiverse, the Joker. Okay, so here we are, unpackaged, the version of Heath Ledger's The Joker from the 2008 release, I should say, of The Dark Knight. And of course, unfortunately, Mr. Ledger died after the production. He won an Oscar posthumously that year, a well-deserved Oscar for this riveting, legendary performance again. So as you're going to see, you have the stand over here, but this money stack, and of course that's just a small amount of money that we're showing here in comparison to all the stuff that he burned up at the end of the film. But what this does is it's actually a stand. There's an actual peg at the front of this that, you know, you can stand the Joker at the front of the cash thing. So I think that was a really cool touch. Let's give this a 360. And move a little bit closer here. The figure itself, again, it's just really, really well detailed. A lot more detailed than what you got with the Movie Masters version from Mattel when the film first came out in 2008. And I'm going to show you a comparison shot of that figure and this figure together near the end of the video. But again, very impressive. I will admit I haven't been as impressed, with the look of the likenesses of the McFarlane figures. But this one is really terrific. You know, I will say that Hasbro has a leg up in that department, but it looks like McFarlane has stepped up their game. So I'm very, very happy about that. And just to give you a better look at the cash right there, not exactly detailed. We don't see any white on any of the bills, but again, I think you get the point. That's a lot of cash. So that's really cool there. Here, of course, is the collector's card with his famous saying, "Why so serious?" And we get like a bio on the back of the Joker. We don't know his real name exactly, but I will leave it up to you to read this later when you actually get this wonderful, wonderful release from the Dark Knight wave from McFarlane Toys. I'll go into things in greater detail once I get all of the Build-A-Figure parts for Bane. But let's see if I can get a good close-up of him here. The head, Okay. It's really hard to say because, mostly Tom Hardy's head is obscured during the film, and it really wouldn't make sense to make something other than that. But I really like this so far. It just makes me more excited to get those other releases. The Harvey Dent, Aaron Eckhart release is the one that has the body. Other than that, you got the Scarecrow. He comes with a couple arms or legs, and then the same thing with Batman. So I think Batman actually comes with the arms, of course, played by Christian Bale. And Cillian Murphy plays Scarecrow. So really looking forward to that. Let's take a look at how this compares to another DC release, one that has some sort of connection when I come back. Okay, I'm back with a very familiar looking face from the DC universe in the last couple of years, and that would be Polka Dot Man from James Gunn, the Suicide Squad, excuse me. There's a "the" in the title, along with the Joker, and I just wanted to do a size comparison quickly here. He comes in, the Joker, I should say, at about 7¼ inches or so. And of course, that's with the stand. Now, Polka Dot Man is a little shorter than that, just about 7. So obviously, they're keeping in scale, maybe a little bit. Now, what's significant about this little pairing right here is that this actor who played Polka Dot Man, good friend of mine, David Dastmalchian, actually got his big break playing one of the Joker's henchmen to Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. He was in that scene at City Hall, a funeral scene, and he was captured by Harvey Dent and went through an intense interrogation. So he did roles. He worked opposite Heath Ledger. He worked opposite Aaron Eckhart, and eventually he worked opposite Christian Bale. So I thought that was pretty cool to put these two together. So that's what it looks like now. Now, if you take Polka Dot Man out of the equation, here is the Movie Masters version of the Joker from 2008. And really, when you're talking about actual quality, this one beats it by a mile. Now, don't get me wrong. I love this figure. This is a great figure. It's great to have this collection back in 2008. But as you can see, this one is significantly more detailed. You got pinstripes in the purple pants. The chain here is actually gold here as opposed to silver here. This is more of a Kelly green with the hair, right? More of an Irish green. This is more of mossy green, especially his hair. So there's a difference there. This is more purple. Obviously, this is more, I guess you could say maybe plum, but really, I mean, and of course the shoes are different too, brown shoes versus gray shoes. But of course the difference is the likeness. I mean, now, again, this spoke to me when it came out in 2008. I thought, yeah, this is the Joker, and it still holds a special place in my heart. I still love it. That's, of course, from Mattel's Movie Masters line. And what we got then, along with that, was the evidence card. That was a pretty cool little extra that came along with that figure, evidence bag, and then you have a Joker's card. You had masks with the other ones. And the big difference with that Movie Masters and this one here is that if you notice, this guy has a knife. This Joker has a knife. Now, I don't know if it's because of the times or whatever. We're getting toys without weapons. This Joker actually comes with nothing. At least, it looks like this card could have been holding, maybe if you would have molded a small Joker playing card in there, that would have been cool. I don't know. It just seems to me that they missed an opportunity there and said they're going with the Batman rule of no guns for this particular release. Again, whatever it is. I mean, I really don't care. I am just so impressed with this figure. And if I really want to give him some weapons, there are plenty of other releases that I can, find them for the Joker. So again, look at that, man. Obviously his face isn't as white actually kind of looks like his makeup in the film. I mean, you can see some of that skin tone underneath the lighter shade of white here. So that's pretty cool. So again, I love the detailing of the hair here. That is awesome. So again, for this one being the first out of the Dark Knight trilogy releases from McFarlane, I'm telling you, this one ranks up there. I might feel differently with the next ones. I don't know. But again, you never really know until you actually get this package yourself, because otherwise you're seeing merchandising shots, and sometimes those shots are superior quality and you're disappointed with what you actually see here. But what I see here is very, very impressive. So that's it for this video. My name is Tim Lammers. I review cool movie toys, and I'm happy to bring those to you as often as I can. I'm hoping to do more and more of these reviews, especially as this line comes out. Obviously, the interest in Batman is resurging once again with The Flash coming out in the Michael Keaton version, and we can only hope that, yes, we are going to get the Michael Keaton version with The Flash, but who knows? Hopefully, Todd McFarlane will be listening to fans, and we're going to get characters from Tim Burton's Batman films, the first couple, where we get the Michael Keaton version of Batman. We get Danny DeVito's Penguin and Jack Nicholson's Joker and Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Hopefully, we're going to get all of those figures, but right now, I'm very, very thrilled with what I'm seeing here. Please like this video, share it with all your Batman-loving friends, and click on the lower right to subscribe to this channel. I promise a lot more Batman stuff from McFarlane is on the way. Happy toy hunting, everybody.